In today's lesson, learn a magic drill to help you shallow the club in transition like most of the best players in the world. If you can shallow the club correctly, you will hit better shots, learn to control the ball flight better, and be a more consistent golfer. Keep watching to learn how. Hi everyone, Alistair Davies here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is a little miracle drill. A drill to help you shallow the club, to get that pro move. So a way of making you swing it like the pros in transition. So we're going to be working on how we can leave the hands up there, let the arms and elbow work down to shallow that club correctly, to make you play better and make you naturally get the rotation that we want through impact and have that shaft lean through impact that we want to. This all comes as a byproduct of getting this move correct. So keep watching to learn how, and also if you're not already a follower, please look to hit my logo down the bottom corner, join me on my journey, let me help you improve your golf. I've got some really great stuff coming up soon as well. So we're using this rod, which is attached to me by a bungee or therotubing. You can get these from Amazon, just adjustable elasticated bungees. They're about £7. This is a therotubing which I had off some kind of training equipment, which I've just adapted because that's what I got at home. This is just like one of the kind of football goal rods you would use. Again, it's out of a training kit I've got for golf, for young golfers particularly. But you can use anything, alignment rod or another golf club or a bit of wood doweling. What we're going to work on with this is how we can shallow the club from the top of the swing. How we can leave the hands up and shallow the club. Now, George Gankers talks a lot about this if you follow him. I'm a fan of a lot of his work. He does a lot of really cool stuff. So this is kind of a way of working on that kind of analogy he uses for shallowing club, leaving your hands up. So let's get to it. So if I take my backswing, as I'd want to, you'll see here that my trail arm is not on the rod. So the idea is really, if we want to shallow the club, leave the hands up. I want the elbow to move down to the rod, but try and feel like my hands stay where they are. Now moving that elbow down to the rod, you'll see what it does to the shaft. It changes the angle of the shaft into a flatter position, so it points more outside the ball or on the ball line. Ideally just outside the ball line would be good here. It makes my shoulder work into this external rotation shape, as you'll see here. External rotation as the arm hits the rod. And what that does in turn, it allows that club to get down deeper earlier in the downswing, and I can turn it onto the ball to square it up. It's important, if I don't close the face and turn onto the ball, I will hit it to the right. The guys at Slice are starting the ball left, learning to, start the ball right and draw it back is almost a nice feel initially, but you have to get the right balance of everything, the right matches of everything. Otherwise you end up with a better swing but a worse golf game. So the idea would be, again, make a practice swing to the top of the backswing, feel it, repeat that again, feel it. Let's try and do one now. We'll do it with a freezer. Don't worry about the strike, just looking for that arm action, okay? Purely that arm action. This arm, externally rotating. This arm is pronating more, and ideally you'd have wrist flexion at the same time. That closes the face. So once you've done some drills, rehearsing it and hitting it from a freezer position, then try and put in the full swing one. It's difficult, you might not get it perfect, I certainly probably won't. Definitely felt like I got close to that then. I'll have to check the video back to see how close I got. But it felt I had to turn quite hard at the bottom to get the ball back on target because it felt like the ball was going right. Certainly mishit it. It wasn't a great strike. But it's a different movement. It's different to what I would normally do, which is the key thing. Challenge yourself to be different. Use things that make you move differently, which is what this does for me. In making me move differently, it gives me feels. So I call this a constraint. Constraint that makes me move in a different way is what I would say is perfect practice. So there you have it, using devices to give you feels to make you move differently. And that key word's there, make you move differently. If it was as easy as changing your swing with just a thought pattern, we'd all swing it pretty perfectly most of the time. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. The way the body is, we have a lot of what's called myelination, which is the fibers that connect the muscles that make you have muscle memory in a sense. And what happens there is it's really hard to create new pathways to get different movements if you're so used to doing a movement, which certainly I am. So when I'm sometimes demonstrating these swings, it's difficult for me to sometimes demonstrate a different move to what I would do. And it'd be the same for you guys too. If you've got less experience, the easier it is to do a different movement straight away. But it's still hard. Yeah, this game's hard, without doubt. It's easy and hard. Some days it feels ridiculously easy, other days it feels ridiculously hard. And we've all been there, had those moments where it's easy and days where it's real hard too. So anyway, this is my way of making you shallow the club by externally rotating your trail arm and shoulder and leaving the hands up. So this is a way of making you do that. What I'd like you to do is as many practice swings as you can in slow, using just the device, and then start hitting some shots from freezes and then build that up into normal swings. Love you to have a go at this. Let me know down below how you're getting on with it. Let me know down below if you have any questions or requests for videos. Also, if you've enjoyed the video, please click like and share the video. And I'd also love to have you as a subscriber or follower. So if you're not already, please hit my logo down this bottom corner. Join me in my journey and let me help you improve your golf.